What's going on, guys? Andrew Piluk Hockey here, back again with a Toronto Maple Leafs 2021 player preview. This should be the last one, I think, that's being uploaded. I'm not too positive. If I missed anybody, please let me know. But I'm pretty sure this is the last one that's being posted, and it's probably the one that I've been the most excited to make, which is ironic being the last one. But Mikko Lehtonen, the defenseman that the Leafs signed out of the KHL, the KHL Defenseman of the Year. So many teams were interested in this guy, so many teams, because he is going to provide something that the Leafs need, and that's more depth on their blue line. And bringing in guys like TJ Brody, bringing in a Bogosian for depth, and now you have Lehtonen, who some people could say that he could be a top four defenseman in the NHL. I need to get this out of the way right away because people are on me a little bit when it comes to saying that this guy has a guaranteed spot on this team. I'll say it again. He 100% has a guaranteed spot on this team. He is 100% going to be playing in the opening night lineup. He is going to get the minutes that the Leafs have been lacking in terms of depth. He's going to give them those minutes. And I think that he is going to impress some people just from what I've watched, just from what I've been hearing, and we will get into that. Watch highlights of this guy. Watch the way he skates. He is a good two-way defenseman. He's more offensively capable, but he's not bad defensively whatsoever. He's actually pretty good, and he's good at getting back and taking away pucks and making smart plays out of his own zone. So before I get any further into this, make sure to subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. Trying to get to 10,000 subscribers. Leaf fans, I post quite a bit about the Leafs, as you can see. Pretty much all my videos about the Leafs, but I'm going to be talking about all NHL teams. I have been for a long time. But definitely make sure to tune in because there's lots of content coming. But Mikko Lehtonen, 26 years old, like I said, KHL Defenseman of the Year, signed a $925,000 contract with the Toronto Maple Leafs. He is just super talented, 6 foot, 196 pounds, so not a short guy. Shoots left but can play both sides. He can play left or right. Look at these numbers. The KHL last season, the 1920 season, 49 points as a defenseman in 60 games played, 17 goals and 32 assists, adding 4 points in 6 games in the playoffs. Then this season, before being sent back so that way the Leafs can have him, it was obviously a loan. He had 17 points in 17 games played, so a point per game defenseman with 8 goals and 9 assists. This guy is just so talented. I can't wait to watch this guy play for the Maple Leafs. And again, I'm not overhyping him. I'm not saying this guy is going to be incredible, but in terms of the depth that he provides for this team, it's finally something that the Leafs have. They obviously have Brody and Riley, right? Then you have Muzzin, you have Justin Hall, you have Dermott, you have Lehtonen, you have Bogosian, you have Sandin, you have Liljegren. Like, the Leafs have guys that they can go to finally, instead of having to replace or replace guys in the lineup with Cody Ceci playing a ton of minutes or Martin Marincin. And I like Calle Rosen, but like, at least he's further down the chart now. Kivi Halmi, I think he put on a lot of weight. I think he put on like 20 pounds, but I don't want to see that guy playing over another defenseman. Like, the Leafs finally have good depth, and I really think Lehtonen is going to add quite a bit more than what people are giving him credit for. Briefly, cap hit $925,000. I believe it was only 1 year. It's the 1 year, but lots of teams were interested in this guy. So it was a bit of a shock when he signed with Toronto, I'm not going to lie, because there were so many teams that were like said to be, right in on him, or like the last teams, in on him. And he ended up signing in Toronto. And what I need to say again, I don't know if I briefly touched on it in the beginning of the video. I don't think I did, but the reason why he's going to play and he's guaranteed to be in there is because the KHL Defenseman of the Year doesn't get a phone call from Kyle Dubas, and Dubas doesn't say to him, listen, we know that you've got tons of teams willing to give you power play minutes, big minutes in their top four, playing every single night. You were great. You're the KHL Defenseman of the Year, but you're going to be the Toronto Maple Leafs 7th defenseman. It's not going to happen. That's not how this works. When Zaitsev signed, he played the whole season. When Mikheyev signed, he played until he got injured. Look at Barabanov is already being slated in on the Leafs' 4th line. the KHL Defenseman of the Year is not going to be the seventh guy rotating in and out. They want him to be a staple on this blue line. And Lehtonen wouldn't have come to Toronto if he didn't have a chance to prove himself. There is a very big chance that even if Lehtonen plays incredible, the Leafs aren't going to be able to hold on to him next season. They're not going to be able to afford him. But if he plays well enough, he's going to get a big contract somewhere else, right? And that's what he wants. He's coming to the NHL to prove himself, to prove he can play in the best league in the world, to prove that he can make, good money. So I think people really need to hold it on the seventh defenseman thing, because he's not going to be the seventh guy. So looking over at Dober prospects here, hopefully this is big enough for you guys to see. I'm not going to read all of this stuff, but after an extremely successful loan period in the KHL, Lehtonen is heading to Toronto to work with team training staff ahead of the upcoming campaign. His 8 goals and 17 points in 17 games, while averaging well over 20 minutes a night, made it clear once again that he is NHL ready and could be an enormous boon for the Maple Leafs. I don't know if they meant to say boom, or he's just a big pickup for the Maple Leafs. I've never used this in a sentence, so I'm not sure. But Lehtonen is also not just a pure offensive player who would be a liability defensively. He's not a defensive stud, but he plays an NHL level two-way game already. That's the biggest thing here, two-way game. He also is a very good skater, which, man, you guys got to watch him skate. That guy can really move. Great skater. He's expected to be NHL ready right away with no time needed in the AHL. Most likely he'll start on the bottom pair and play on the second power play unit, but he could work his way up to the second pair depending on the team he signs with. And see, that's the thing. The Toronto Maple Leafs don't have the best defensive core, but they've added to it with guys like Brody, Lehtonen, and Bogosian. They're saying that he's going to play on the bottom pairing more than likely, but don't be surprised if he's on that second pairing. I think the Leafs could go with a Morgan Rielly, TJ Brody, Jake Muzzin with Hall or Dermott, and then Lehtonen with Hall or Dermott, depending on whoever plays there. They have a very good chance of running with 7 defensemen, possibly, with Bogosian going in there. If Dermott doesn't play up to par, if they think that Justin Hall isn't playing up to par, they can move guys around. Rasmus Sandin can get in there, Timothy Liljegren. They have options, and Mikko Lehtonen is NHL ready. There's guys saying this all over the place. So many teams were interested. Let's cool it on the 7th defenseman talk. This guy is going to be in the opening night lineup. He's going to play, and if he impresses, then Leaf fans should be excited, because this is just better for this team. So if you are new to this channel, make sure to subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed all the player previews. This did take quite a bit to make this many videos, but I am confident talking about every player on this team. And if I did miss somebody, let me know, but I don't think I did. I was going by the list. I was checking everything. But this team is going to be fun to watch this year. I'm very excited for Mikko Lehtonen, or Lehtonen, however it's pronounced properly, but definitely going to be good for this team. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys in the next video or stream. Peace.